Crews knew when the spring fire crested over this hill into Levita Pass, it had the potential of jumping the highway, which it then did, putting hundreds of homes in this area at risk. Now, with shady groves like this all around Colorado Springs, it's not hard to see why homeless people are attracted to the area. But tonight we find out exactly why they're coming and the surprising reasons that they're staying. Now, folks, you would think that it's Black Friday here given the amount of people that we have standing in line, but it's not. It's Builder's first annual Pay Your Age event, and people are lining up outside. Just take a look out here. We have people out the door that have been waiting in line for hours. New Era Colorado is going to be here today on Election Day, driving students to the polls in these little golf carts. So if you still have questions, today is your last day to vote. You can get a ride, get educated, and cast your ballot today. Now, it's ballot boxes like this one that students are being sent to, and if you have any questions on how to vote, what to vote, or where to vote, the Center for Student Involvement will be set up in the UMC until noon today. Natalie Wadas, News Team Boulder. Good morning. It's Wednesday, July 11th. I'm Natalie Wadas. With suspects facing arson charges in the High Chateau and Spring fires, we're looking into what consequences they could face if convicted. Now, over the last week, we've seen several cases of people being struck by lightning across Colorado. For college students like Brooke Welsh,
the buzz.
juuling is an everyday routine. Juuls are a new wave of e-cigarettes, and they seem to have taken over on college and high school campuses.
I'll be in class and people are ripping Juuls and then just like taking their shirt and pulling it up and blowing into it. But they're definitely at every party. I haven't seen a party without a Juul.
E-cigarettes are meant to help break smoking habits, but new studies show that they're more of a gateway to smoking.
What you have going on is a whole new culture of kids who are getting addicted to nicotine and had no intention of that ever.
Dahl's son, Jason, is worried that juuling is habit forming for these kids too.
And I'll watch these people that get onto a habit that they don't realize is gonna you're gonna have it for your life. It's gonna be so hard to quit a Juul because everybody around you is inhaling it.
And exhaling it might get you in trouble too. While it's not illegal, CU's campus is smoke-free, meaning that taking a puff here could come at a cost.
It's not illegal to smoke on campus, but it is against campus policy. And so if we do find somebody who is smoking, whether it's a regular cigarette or an e-cigarette or a Juul, you could receive a ticket for unlawful conduct if you're not following the order of a peace officer.
For freshman Montana Keys, whose juuling habit is a part of her daily routine, this could pose issues.
I know it's bad, but I have two, and I have one next to I'll fall asleep with one next to my table, and then I have one charging, and then I'll wake up and I'll hit it, and I'll bring it to class, and I'll hit it when I'm walking around, and then I come back home and I hit it when I do homework, and when I go to sleep again, I lay in bed and I just hit it.
Campus officials have made it clear that Juuls are no exception to the smoking ban. But with so many kids using them, this may prove hard to regulate. Natalie Wadas, News Team Boulder. An archaic disease, one you probably thought didn't even exist anymore.
I don't know what I would do if Clem ever got out and was affected by it, and then I got it. That'd be too much to handle.
Has made its way to Boulder.
That it's an actual significant public health problem here in Boulder and really up and down the whole Front Range.
The bubonic plague here manifests itself in prairie dogs mostly, but humans and their pets are at risk too.
A whole colony full of prairie dogs will all die off within a very short time, just a few days. And that is the magic moment, the perfect storm, where their fleas can come out of the burrow hungry and will bite whatever is warm-blooded that walks by next.
Meaning your pets. And these colonies are moving in.
That amount of plague in the environment can increase if there's a big increase in the rodent population, and then that can increase the risk to people who might travel through those areas where rodents are.
Now, it's open spaces and parks such as these behind me where humans and pets run the highest risk of contracting the plague. Usually the plague is transmitted the most during the warmer months, but it's still possible on a cold, snowy day such as today. There are some precautions you can take, however, and one of the most recommended is buying a flea and tick medication such as this one to protect your pet with before you go out. Jennifer House, the public health veterinarian for Colorado, says there have been 12 human cases in Colorado over the last 5 years, 2 of which were fatal.
We can actually get the infection from our pets. So some things that you can do to prevent that would be to not allow your pets to roam freely. Keep your cats inside, and always, be with your dogs, either on a leash or have them trained to stay near you.
The best tip for plague prevention, however, is simply knowing that the risk is out there and reacting accordingly.
It's really, really important to know and have other people understand that so that they don't get it.
Plague is treatable. Watch for symptoms of plague in you and your pets, such as enlarged lymph nodes, fever, and lethargic behavior. And if you suspect you or your pets have been bitten, veterinarians recommend you get tested immediately. Natalie Wadas, News Team Boulder.